I was saying, this is one of the greatest pieces of theatre I have seen in a very long time. The cast were perfect, they were just perfect for the roles. We're going to start off with the main man, Alexander Hamilton himself, Samuel Westman. This is his West End debut. Imagine coming out of performing arts school and saying you're going to be Alexander Hamilton in Hamilton. That's a brilliant, must be perfect to put on your CV. He was phenomenal in the show. I loved him. I told myself don't see Lynn in him because otherwise you will just keep thinking of Lynn. But I love the score to pieces. It's a brilliant score. I've decided to not listen to it for a whole month, so I got rid of it on my iPhone. I just got rid of the store and decided not to listen to it for an entire month, and it was worth it 100% because this whole cast, this is a tip for you guys. If you already know the show, don't listen to it for a whole month before you see it, because so then you'll get a different outlook on the show as well with a different cast. If you're worried about them being better than Lynn or Jonathan Groff or Philippa Soo, I would not listen to the cast album before you see the show. A month before at least, so then the show will be fresh for you, which is what I did, and I can go back and listen to the cast album again, which I'm really happy about. He was fantastic. Jamal, this is just perfect for a West End debut for him. He was freaking phenomenal. He was perfect as Alexander Hamilton. He was really tall as well. I was not expecting him to be tall, because from my illegal downloaded videos of Hamilton I have watched, Lynn is quite short. I've been having a tall Alexander Hamilton word, as he was really good. I really liked him. You obeyed the character more, and you also really gave more interest in the character as well. Personally, I thought he was really good. He was absolutely brilliant in the show. Then we have Christine Alado, who I think I've seen her in a show before, but she played Petty. I loved her, she was brilliant. Even though Petty's a really small part in Act 1, she does play a major role in Alexander Hamilton's life later on. She was absolutely fantastic. I loved her in this show. And she was playing Mariah Reynolds, who I don't want to give anything away if you haven't listened to any of the cast album, but if you know Hamilton, spoiler, she has an affair with Hamilton when he's still married to Eliza. When Alexander is away, he hasn't slept in a week, and he basically wants to see Eliza, but he ends up meeting Mariah Reynolds. And there was also a book called The Hamilton Affair, which I need to get on to reading, and it's called The Hamilton Affair, and this is basically during the affair of him and Mariah Reynolds, and I need to get around to reading this. I will read it at some point. 100%. Apparently it's a good book. I'm actually gonna do this today, I think. Ronaldo, that voice, she was absolutely beautiful. I loved her Say No to This. It's one of my favourite songs in the show. I know a lot of people don't like it, but to me, I adore the song. It's beautiful. It's very slick, very sassy, and I just love it. It's a beautiful song, one of my favourites. Then we had Taran Chalander as Hercules Mulligan. Oh my god, he was absolutely amazing. I loved him. I loved him as Hercules Mulligan. He was brilliant. I cannot remember much of him as James Madison though, but when I go back again in orders I probably will review again. But he's fantastic, he's brilliant. And then Rachel Ando, a familiar face to me, as I've been lucky enough to see her in Miss Saigon play Gigi, and I've also seen her in Les Mis play Eponine Fontaine. She is amazing. I love her. She has the most beautiful voice. She's from the Philippines. She's fantastic. Her voice is just beautiful. She's a future Disney princess in the making, 100%. She literally brings loads of life onto that stage as soon as she comes on. Her burn was just so heartbreaking. I had to cry during Burn. She gave so much emotion to it, it was perfect. And Styler Sisters, when all three of them came on, I was doing, yes, because they're queens, officially queens. Rachel Lando, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Rachel John. They are queens, they are phenomenal. As we're talking about the Stylist Sisters, let's go to Rachel John, who plays Angelica. I did not want her to leave backstage. She was perfect as Angelica. Lin-Manuel Miranda, send this girl to the Broadway production, please. She is phenomenal. I mean, oh my god, her Satisfied. That Satisfied she did was absolutely perfect. I loved it. You could hear everything she was saying. You could understand her. I loved her as Angelica Styler. She was up here, top notch. I want her to go to the Broadway production. Please send her to New York. New York deserves to see her and Rachel Lando and Cristiano Ronaldo as the Stylist Sisters. They are brilliant. And then we had Michael Gibson as King George. This guy, King George, is only on stage for 3 songs and then that is it. He is perfect as King George. I find the location of where Hamilton is perfect because Buckingham Palace is actually around the corner from the Victoria Palace Theatre, and with King George in the show as well, he made the audience laugh, he was funny, he was absolutely fantastic. His comic timing was amazing. I loved him, he was perfect for King George. Even though I wanted Jonathan Groff to come over, I thought he did a fantastic job at portraying the character. And we had another one everyone's deeply familiar with is Giles Turner as Aaron Burr. Right, I liked him. I thought it was good. Took me a while to warm to him though, but in the first act, because I'm so used to hearing Leslie Odom Jr. on the cast album, it did take me a while to warm up to him, that's what I was meant to say. But halfway through the show you got used to him, his wait for it was really good, really liked it, and his Rumor Happens was amazing. He was really good, I really liked him, but it does take him a while to get warm up to him. But apart from that, he is fantastic. Then we had, he was my favourite cast member in the show. We had Ombia, I hope I'm saying this name right, I'm ever so sorry if I am. Ombia Udala. I hope I'm saying that right, I'm so sorry if I'm not. He played George Washington. Oh my god, that voice he has. I have the chills every time he's done. I wanted him to keep coming on and singing for me. He was brilliant as George Washington. I loved his voice, it was perfect. I could not have asked for a better George Washington in one West End production than him. I hope he's on when I go in August, because I will be back to see the show many times. I love it to pieces, it's perfect. I go through all the swings and everything, but that would take ages. But all the swings were perfect, they were fantastic in the roles. I also liked with what they did with the stage, how everyone was doing something, and how there was always someone on the... If you haven't seen a picture of the set design yet, there were stairs going around, and I loved how some of the cast were doing something on the stairs. I thought that was really good, and it didn't leave them not doing anything around the back, which I really liked. And I also liked during Helpless, these candles actually come down and they flicker in time with the song. I love that, and the revolve as well. I love it when a show has a revolve. I think it makes more sense for a show to have a revolve. It really works for Les Mis and it works with Hamilton as well. I sat in the grand circle and I'm glad I did, because I feel like if you just sat in the stalls you would not have been able to see the revolve. I loved where I sat, it was a perfect view and the view was stunning. I just hope the prices don't go up in the next few months when they release the third booking period. I also forgot to mention that the sound design was fantastic in this show. This is truly one of the best shows with an amazing sound design I have heard in a very long time. Next to Wicked, next to Pinky Boots, next to trying to think of another show with good sound design. Nah, Hamilton's the only one I can think of. or Dreamdoors that has a good sound design as well. The Hamilton sound design room was the best one I've heard in a very, very, very long time room. I loved it, loved the sound design to pieces, it was amazing. But whoever's working on the sound design, the backstage and creative team put so much heart and soul into this show. I love each and every one of you, Remember Back. You're not doing unnoticed in this review because I am aware that there's other people in Remember Back apart from the performers on stage to help make the show keep going. You guys are fantastic, and there are understudies Remember Back waiting to go on as well. You guys are brilliant as well. I cannot wait to see one of your shows one day. You are going to see Hamilton in the next few months. As you may be aware that it is a paperless ticketing system. I found it easy. It's easy, really nice. As long as you have the piece of paper and ticket confirmation you have booked with for this show, you can get in easily. And as long as you have the card you paid to book the tickets with, you're just let in straight away, no hassle, no problems or anything. But you do have to, if your card does change within the next few months, then you'd have to ring up Ticketmaster to change the card details. It is a pain in the neck, but I'm really glad that Hamilton are doing this to stop people from selling the tickets higher price on the street, which is apparently what they've been doing in New York a lot. So I'm just glad that Lynn thought of doing this for the West End production. Personally, I think that other shows should take note of doing this as well. It will just save so much hassle instead of people giving away their tickets and stuff. Even if you buy people tickets for presents, you have to be there with them to make sure they get their tickets for the show. I know it's a pain in the neck, but they're the rules of the Hamilton paperless ticketing system. It's a pain in the neck, but it's worth it in the end. Also, when you get to the line, you wait in line like everyone else, you put your card in, there's an usher outside with card slot. There's an usher outside with a card slot for you to put your PIN number in, and then your tickets will get tickets, which are these. I'll show you mine now for an example. These are your tickets to get in to see the show. I have 4 people in my party, and they loved it. They thought it was absolutely fantastic. My sister loved it to death. She said she'd go back to see it again tomorrow. These are the tickets that will get printed out on the card machines when you go in. I found it a very easy process. I know some of you are annoyed about the process, but once you get there, put your card PIN in, everything is sorted. It's really easily done. Yeah, my thoughts on the paperless ticketing system, guys. It's a really easy process. Just do that. Thank you guys so much for watching my Hamilton review. I love you guys so much. Please comment, rate and subscribe for more from me over the next few weeks. I am uploading new videos every Tuesday till I run out of content. Thank you guys so much for watching me, and I shall see you next time. Bye!